Last night, you went somewhere. You saw faces, you felt things. Maybe you were falling or flying, or back in a house you lived in years ago. For a few hours, your brain built an entire world, put you inside it, and made you believe it was real. And then you woke up, and most of it was gone in seconds. You do this every night of your life, and science still cannot fully agree on why. Here is what makes it strange. Dreaming is not rare. It is not a glitch. Every human being does it every night, whether they remember it or not. You will spend about 6 years of your life dreaming. 6 years living in worlds that do not exist. Evolution does not usually waste that kind of time. If something this expensive survived millions of years, it must be doing something important. The question is what? Let's start with what actually happens when you close your eyes. Sleep is not one single state. Your brain moves through cycles, and near the end of each one, it enters a phase called REM, rapid eye movement. In REM, something bizarre happens. Your brain becomes almost as active as when you are awake. It lights up. But at the same time, your body is paralyzed. You cannot move. And that combination is the stage where the most vivid dreams appear. Think about how strange that is. Your brain switches itself on to full power, then locks your body in place so you cannot act out what it is showing you. That paralysis is not a bug. It is protection. Without it, you would physically get up and run from things that are not there. We know this because in rare cases, that safety switch fails, and people really do leap out of bed swinging at dream enemies. So the brain clearly cares about keeping you still while it plays these movies. But why play them at all? The oldest idea is the simplest. Dreams help you remember. During the day, you take in thousands of pieces of information. You cannot keep all of it. So while you sleep, your brain appears to replay the day, deciding what to save and what to throw away. Studies have shown that people who sleep after learning something remember it far better than people who stay awake. Your dreams may be the sound of your memory being sorted, filed, and locked in. But memory alone does not explain the weirdness. If dreams were just filing, they would look like a boring replay of your day. They do not. They are strange, emotional, and full of things that never happened. So a second theory goes deeper. Dreams are not about the facts of your day. They're about the feelings. When something upsetting happens, the memory comes wrapped in raw emotion. During REM, your brain replays that memory, but in a calmer chemical state, with the stress signals turned down. It is like the brain reopening a painful file overnight and quietly stripping out the fear, keeping the lesson but softening the sting. This is why you often wake up feeling better about something that upset you the night before. People sometimes say time heals, but it might be more accurate to say sleep heals one dream at a time. And when that process breaks after trauma, the same nightmare repeats, as if the brain is stuck trying to file something it cannot. Then there is the boldest theory of all, and it is my favorite. Dreams are a training simulator. Think about what you actually do in most dreams. You're being chased. You are falling. You are showing up unprepared, being watched. Losing someone, facing a threat. Your dreams are strangely obsessed with danger and fear. And that might be the entire point. Every night, your brain runs you through worst case scenarios in a world where nothing can actually hurt you. For an ancient human, that is priceless. A brain that rehearsed danger while sleeping woke up a little more ready for it. You get to practice fear, practice escape, practice failure thousands of times with zero real risk. By this idea, a nightmare is not your mind malfunctioning. It is your mind doing push-ups. It is running the most important drill there is, over and over, so that when real danger comes, some part of you has already been there. So which theory is right? Here is the honest answer. probably all of them. Your brain is not wasteful. One process running every night that sorts your memories, heals your emotions, and rehearses your fears, all at once. Dreaming might be the single most efficient thing your mind ever does. It is maintenance, therapy, and training, packed into the hours you are not using anyway. But there is one last piece, and it is the strangest of all. You forget almost all of it. Within 10 minutes of waking, most people forget 90% of a dream. The chemical your brain uses to write long-term memories is nearly switched off during REM, which means dreaming may be the one experience your mind was specifically designed for you to have and then not keep. You live these hours. They shape you, and you are not allowed to remember them. Maybe that is the point. Maybe the work of the dream is done the moment it happens, and carrying it into the daylight would only get in the way. The filing is finished. The wound is a little smaller. The drill is complete, and you wake up lighter, calmer, better prepared, with no memory of the work that was done, like a room cleaned quietly while you were away. So tonight, when you lie down and the world dissolves, remember what is really happening. You are not switching off. You are going to the one place here, mind built specifically for you, to sort what you learned, to heal what hurt, and to rehearse what scares you. You will live an entire story and lose it by morning, and you will do it again the next night, and the next for about 6 years of your life. We call it just a dream, as if it were nothing, but it might be the most important work your brain ever does, and the only masterpiece you will ever create, and never be allowed to see.